Relocating out of the country or just relocating in general, let's talk about it, because if you're not considering this, especially if you're an American, you should be. All right. First and foremost, a very good friend of mine, Mark Moss, told me a couple years ago, go where you are treated best. What does that mean? Why would you want to stay in a situation or stay in a place that you're not happy with, okay? You have one life to live and you need to make this life as good as possible. So go where you are treated best, or at least start thinking about it. Now, let's talk about some of the things that I've been actively considering over the past few years, because I live in California. I'm born and bred LA County, and the amount of taxes that I pay is absolutely disgusting, okay? So I pay a very high tax rate. It's kind of close to like 40%. Yeah, that's insane, right? Another thing that is important to consider is maybe the education system. I have a 7-year-old daughter, okay? 7-year-old daughter. The public schools in California, they are atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. The old neighborhood that her and her dad lived in, the schools were like a 3 out of 10 on average, and it was still considered LA County, so we were paying a lot of money. And yes, this was for public school. Next is going to be healthcare. Our healthcare in the United States of America is absolutely trash. I think we pay like $2,000 per month for a family of 3. Yes, that is correct. And I still cannot get my daughter an urgent care visit, because it's pediatrics. Pediatrics are only serviced from like 5 to 7 p.m. Plus the healthcare provider we have, they're not open 24/7, 365. So God forbid one of us gets sick, guess what? We got to go sit in that ER. And of course, who doesn't want to sit around with a bunch of gunshot victims, people cracked out of their mind, violent offenders, etc., because that's what our hospitals look like in LA County. Next, back to our public school system. I don't want my kid to be in a public school system where they are indoctrinating them and teaching very bizarre stuff, okay? Our public school system is absolutely trash. I want her to grow up and to be a kid as long as possible. So that's another big factor that we're facing here, is what they're teaching in our schools and what parents can and can't do. That's another big factor, especially in California. Our food is filled with so much garbage in the United States of America, and the FDA simply doesn't care. So why would I want to sit here and get access to really terrible, crappy food, get sick? Next, the safety in America. Born and raised LA County, and it is not safe to walk down the street, even in the burbs at times. Also, I can grift to any possible subject matter on the internet and do well. So even though there's a lot of censorship in America, that's not one of the biggest reasons why. I have family in Italy. Lo's dad has family and connections in Mexico. There's no reason why we couldn't talk about and maybe consider 1 + 1 = 69.